Surprise, surprise, bitch. Hi, and welcome back to my Chanel. I am Elrose, about to become someone else for a moment, because today is the first episode of my Urbz Sims in the City series. Guaranteed, most of you are going to go, hi, what,
Hi.
But the Urbz is a game from my childhood that I absolutely love, and it's part of the Sims franchise. I fucking love the Sims. I've got autism. The most expensive bit of paper that I ever got was saying, yep, that's not right. And my big sort of special interest autism thing is the Sims. This game, though, took a fucking hold of me when I was like 8 years old. When I was around that age, my brother gifted me his PS2 with all the games. I, loving The Sims, saw something that said, The Sims, and I was like, that one, I'll have it, come on, give it to Nanny, thank you. So I played that bitch to death as a kid. No idea what the fuck I was doing. Then when I was about 14, picked it up again, and I was like, I can read-ish now. I kind of get what's happening. So I played it through, banging, played it again, and again, and again, and again. And then early this year, I set up my PlayStation again, fucking played it again, and was like, this has got something behind it. Because if you didn't know, within this game, there are 9 districts. And each of the districts have different aesthetics, vibes, musics, people, interests, hobbies, and all that stuff. And I always thought that was really interesting. When I was about 13, 14, I based my look off of the goths from the Urbz, which kind of inspired, this. Because I'm going to be talking about the game, its development, how it was made, the characters, the feelings, the emotions, the fucking vibes, whilst doing my makeup and, getting in drag, dressing up as the characters from each of the districts. So, hope you enjoy this, because today, whilst I talk about the development and start of the game, I'm going to be dressing up, doing my makeup as Jayde. I have this picture because I'm using my phone to record, so I can't use that as a fucking reference.
Does anybody care?
Jayde is the poster girl of the Urbz. If you were around in 2004 and saw a promotion for this game, there was Jayde. Jayde was in it. She's a bad bitch, she's an icon, and she is the moment. I mean, come on now.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now, come on now.
If I sound a bit nasal, it's because I'm a bit nasal. Bit stuffy. It might be British summer, but the weather is -2. It's been pissing down with rain, and I live in an attic. My bedroom is the attic. This is my dressing room, which sounds posh, but it's smaller than the fucking bathroom. But because I live in an attic, I can't fit 2 people's worth of shit in an attic. Certainly not in a house this size. So it's cold, it's wet, it's windy, it's dusty. Give my nose a break. But yeah, let's get it started. The Urbz Sims in the City, released November 5th, 2004. Playable on the PS2, the Xbox, the GameCube, the Game Boy Advance. Also available on various handheld consoles, but those are a completely different game to the, sit down at home consoles, you know what I mean? So there is a version for the Nintendo DS, but again, different game. We're talking about consoles today, because that's what I played. The game can be multiplayer, but I've never experienced that side, so I don't know how fucking different it is. I've only played it on my own because I don't have any friends. I do, but they're not interested in this shit. Come on, get a grip. It was hard enough getting to watch the fucking videos they were in. I see ya. If you don't know, The Sims is a life simulator game and a strategy game in some senses. At least that's how it was marketed. It also, in my research, said that it was a God game. What the fuck does that mean? Like, I'm playing God? I'm God. Am I God? The designer of the Urbz is Sean Beatty, who worked on the original Sims from 2000, The Sims 2 from 2004, The Sims 3 from 2009. And do you remember that game that was like popular on YouTube, I want to say like 2015? Do you remember Yes Sire? Banger. Now, you may not have heard of the Urbz because, you know, it's kind of an old game, first of all. Like I said, released in 2004. It didn't have fabulous commercial success. The sales were poor, but the reviews were okay. It was nominated for a Satellite Award for Outstanding Puzzle/Strategy Game. There's a lot of words in it. But it was nominated the same year as Sid Meier's Pirates, which, oh my fucking god, did anyone else play Sid Meier's Pirates? Playing as a thick-ass fucking pirate twink, dancing around with big titty booby ladies, sinking ships, fucking killing other pirates. Oh my fucking god, what a banger. And if anyone knows how to make it work on a fucking modern day computer, you contact me, because my DMs are open and I want to fucking play that shit. And if I knew how to stream games, I would. But I don't, and I'm not smart enough to learn because it's not like point A, B, C. Autism, did I say? One thing people might have seen of the Urbz was its iconic intro. So as you load up the game, you're not immediately launched into it. There is a beautiful intro to it, which honestly, Sims Tame, if you're watching this, babes, I kind of want my fucking intros back, please, because you might have watched it twice, maybe the first time you booted up the game, and then you'll skip it every single time after. But on the off occasion that you don't, and you sit there and watch it, it gets you excited. You want to play. You want to have a good fucking time. And honestly, The Sims 4, sometimes she's a bit wake. I'll say it. I'll say it. Not a controversial statement at all, but whatever, we move. But the intro of the Urbz is iconic.
Absolutely iconic!
It starts with poster girl Jayde getting off a train in, you know, just sort of like some normal clothes. And she's walking through the underground station. Train station? The underground. Is it called like the underground like all over the world, or is that just a UK thing? I'm not sure. However, she's getting off the train into the sort of goth district of the Urbz, and they're looking her up and down like something you won't fucking step in. Oh my god, let me tell you, they looked at her like a skid mark on a hotel towel. They were unhappy about her arrival. Now, throughout the intro, she changes clothes into her iconic, now get this is a 2004 as you like, a cropped leather jacket with flames on the sleeves, a pink crop top, some low-rise light blue flares, and a pink whale tail thong. And you know, we should point out, she has got a fuck-ass bob.
What the fuck is that?
But it is an iconic fuck-ass bob. Stick around to watch me put this on my head. I did this myself, by the way. I was well proud. So yeah, she traverses through Urbzville, the name of the city. You know, everyone, you know, still kind of judging her. They're trying to, like, figure her out, like, go, who the fuck is this? Who are you? Excuse me. Don't know who you are, baby girl. But anyway, she puts on her iconic clothes and she heads to the nightclub, where she's stopped by a bouncer called Scotty Almost. It's not said in the game that's his name, just in my research I found out his name is Scotty. But she tries to get in this club and they're like, girl, who the fuck are you? Someone challenges to do some sort of funky fucking dance. She fails, she falls flat on her tits, and they go, girl, get the fuck away. Like, we don't need you in here. But then, plot fucking twist, and oh, you're never gonna believe this.
I'm never going to believe this. It's the Son of God.
Fucking will.i.am from the Black Eyed Peas comes over and says, girl, we'll do it right. She does the fucking dance move with him correctly. And then she's the most famous woman in the town. All of a sudden, she's on billboards. She's on fucking adverts. All because will.i.am made her do a backflip. I look like porridge. So yeah, she heads off to her little rooftop party. She dances the night away. And that's it. You're in the game. That tells you very fucking little about what happens, but you know what? I was excited. And from there, you're in the game. You go to create a sim, you make your character. You can have male or female. It was 2004. What are you going to do? And the customization, not great. Not great. Considering this is the largest you can make your character. The facial customization isn't, you know, fabulous either, but, you know, it's a game from 2004 for a console. Like, what do you want? Be lucky that you can see their faces with the pixels. Do you know what I mean? But there's a couple of hairs to choose from, and, you know, that's great sim. The default character is Jayde, just without fabulous clothes. You pick what your character's name's gonna be. You pick what district they're first allowed to go to. And that's it. You load up and the game started. As you load in, your character will be walking up the steps to their new apartment. 98th Avenue, 3rd floor. Really creative name, thanks guys. And before you're even allowed in your fucking house, who stops you? Who goes and stops you? will.i.am. He's back. The Black Eyed Peas feature fucking really heavily in this game, and we'll get to that in a second. It's weird, but it's 2004, so... Will basically welcomes you to the city and says, hi, hello. And he brings over his friend Darius. Now, Darius is the most famous herb in the city, potentially the world. Not entirely sure what his story is, not too sure what the fuck his job is. Not sure how he became famous. It's just Darius. That's just who he is. I've just realised I've done this in a fucking cack order. And after showing off a power social, which is a new thing to the Urbz, to the Sims really. Basically, it's just a special social move with a unique animation, usually a prop, and they're incredibly important in this game. Again, we'll come back to those when they're more relevant. Don't worry, I'm not leaving you in the dark. I'm not trying to edge you to make you stay longer. It's just... Listen, I've thought this through. Just stay with me.
Stay with me.
So yeah, you need to use a power code, which will gift you, because you can earn them. Which basically, you play guitar very loudly, you fucking blow them...
I beg your pardon.
...out the fucking water with it, and then they leave. You're in an empty house. You start off with a sofa, a fridge, and a shower. That's your lot. That's all you're allowed. Well, since there's nothing else to do in the apartment apart from pity your sad life and wondered what the fuck's going, you go to your first district, where you will move on through the game. When in that district, you'll get a message from Darius saying he's missing parts of his secret machine. And if the player finds it all for him, he will give you the keys to his penthouse. I mean, he doesn't say the keys to his penthouse, he says a little surprise, but that's where it leads. The parts of the machine are found via, and this is the premise of the game really, earning rep, which is obviously short for reputation, in the different districts you head to. Getting into the VIP nightclub, in which there's one per every district, so there's, if you're doing the maths, there's 9 missing parts to the machine. So if you get to the VIP nightclub at midnight, Darius will be there to give your herb a power social. Do you remember? I just mentioned him. Told you we'd come back. Now, the power socials from here on out are used in little side missions, but mostly to rid each district of villains. That's right. You're a superhero now, as well as a struggling celebrity.
To what end?
Each district has a villain. There are 3 villains in the game. Orangu McBain, Kiki Blunt, and Harry Snivel. Harry Snivel's also the landlord and the repo man. Makes sense why he's a villain. I've just spilled fucking powder everywhere. It gives you a power social, and at around between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the districts, one of the villains will arrive and start mugging people. Because you're in the city. Go figure. So you're given a specific power social for each midnight party. You go to the villain, you give them that power social, or you use it on them, and then they're like, oh shit, oh fuck, oh my god, I can't fucking take it. Oh my god, I've dropped something. Oh, it's too late now. It's too late, I gotta go.
It's too late and I can't wait for you to be gone.
What they drop is part of the secret machine. Just say. So you've got to befriend everyone, earn the reputation by befriending people, do their little side missions, do the jobs, because there's a job per every district, you know, from modelling to piercer to fucking ferret wrangler. That's not vegan.
I'm vegan.
And then you've got to get into the VIP party, where most of the time you'll be stopped by Scotty almost when he'll say, "You're not famous enough, darling." And you'll be like, "Yes, the fuck I am. Shut up. Be quiet." Got to get there, defeat the villain, on to the fucking next district. Repeat 9 times over until you get to this shitty penthouse where, what's there? Fuck all but a hot tub, a fucking putting range, off a balcony, which can't be good. Some people are going to die from that golf ball now. Well done. And this fucking secret machine. The secret machine is a money printing machine. Sounds good. You can't get much money from it. That's the issue. The gameplay is repetitive. The end result is alright, a little bit underwhelming. However, I fell in love with this game due to the environments, the hard work that you've got to actually put in, because like earning rep, making friends with everyone and doing these jobs isn't very easy. And the people are deep. The places have a lot of shit going on. It's charming. The effort that has been put into each person and district to make everything feel unique and like a real world is amazing. That's why I keep coming back to this game. It's not for the fucking penthouse. It's not for the monkey that you get for decorating the penthouse. I'm not joking. It's the people. It's how they interact. It's how quirky and different the game are. Because if you've never played an earlier Sims game, they're fucking weird. There's strange shit going on.
I'm like quirky.
I mean, in the fucking skating district, there is a dancing monkey ice cream machine. Why? Don't know. It's great though. In the game though, there is more to it than that. That's just a rundown, tiny little synopsis of what needs to happen in order for you to complete this game that I love so much. Don't anybody slag it off.
Don't you eat any of my food?
Rep itself isn't earned by just, you know, talking to people and just doing little tasks for them and doing the jobs, you know, working, hard graft, all that shite. No, in the game, there's more than just, you know, friendly and funny interactions. There's greetings, there's friendly, there's romance, there's icebreakers, there's ways you have to communicate with each herb. Each of them have different things that they like you to do. So obviously, the skater ones will like high five, bro-y shit, anything involving a skateboard, naturally. It's 2004, it's caricatures. Get with it. Get with it. Stay with me. Stay. And if you want to romance any character in this game, it's harder than just walking up to them like flirting 4 times in a row. You've got to build a friendship, make sure you catch them in a good mood, and then when the interaction of romance is green, then you can try it. And even then, it won't 100% of the time work. What each character wants and will respond well to is highlighted in green. What might work is yellow, and what they don't want and will 100% of the time they'll react negatively to, fuck me, is red. Makes sense. It's quite interesting. I like how that works. I wish that was a thing in other Sims games. But when you start the game, you start with a very limited amount of interactions you can do. You earn more by doing the jobs of each district. And like I said, the jobs fucking range from absolutely everything. You can make sculptures, illegal fireworks. I just want to know who on that team was like, yes, illegal fireworks. I don't know. We'll get to it in a later part though. It's cute. It's cute. I'm really trying to sell you on this. I'm not sponsored, by the way. I just love this game, and I want people to understand why I love it and love it too, and, you know, bring back some memories to the people who did play it. Stay with me.
Stay with me.
So like I said, in the jobs, they will teach you new social interactions to do. and they will also earn you money. The money is so you can dress nice. And by nice, whatever that district deems nice. So of course, with the goths, you've got to dress gothy. With the fancy people, you've got to dress fancy. Shit like that. That's how you need the money, because you will not earn rep unless you dress appropriately in each district. The jobs themselves aren't massively easy though. Doing them is because it'll come up with like a sequence of, well, I played it on the PlayStation, it'll be like XX square circle, and there'll be circle square XX or whatever, you know what I mean? It'll come up in different combinations, shite like that. But on top of that, the jobs require skills. You can do level 1 of each job with no skills, and you'll fly through, because you've got to do the main job and then look after 2 of your Urbz needs. So for example, if you're doing the ferret job, you've got to make sure you're not hungry and you're not tired, I think. It ranges different ones. For the model career, you've got to make sure you're being social and that you smell nice. Some of them don't make sense. If you're taking a picture of someone, why do they need to smell nice? Can you smell me? I smell fresh as a fucking daisy. To level up your skills though, you have to buy 3 items pertaining to 3 of the skills in the game. For your mental skill, you will need the mental machination station. Have I spelt that wrong? Basically, you sit in a chair and you play chess with your mind. Okay. For your physical skill, there is an exocycle, which everyone knows what a fucking exocycle is. It's one of them bikes that don't move. And for your artistic skill, you need the schnizzelator.
What'd you say?
Which your character will rap and beatbox and dance with.
Is it? Yeah.
I never said it made sense. But you have to unlock those things individually by earning rep. And obviously you need the money to buy them. Big circle here.
What'd you call me? What'd you call me?
Big circle. And of course you can't just, you know, buy the machine and max them up immediately. No, you silly bastard. You've got to earn more rep and more money to buy the upgrades for them. So on their own, they'll get you to level 10. With the first upgrade, they'll get you to level 20. Then with the third one, get you to level 30. Make sense? Good. Great. The only part about this game that I hate is doing the level up stuff, because you've just got to fucking spam X. Just spam it. Spam it till you fucking saw. And it's not a quick thing either. Be there a while. My thumb, I thought I had carpal tunnel once. So, like I said previously, there are 9 districts to explore, all with different characters and hobbies, lives, everything. And they're fairly deep. So, to help people sort of understand the districts and the people, comics were introduced with the Urbz. Now, I don't know if there were ever physical copies of these. They definitely weren't part of the game, though. Because I have an original copy of the Urbz here, and all it came with was the disc, which is in my PlayStation right now, and somewhere to hold your memory card, which is in the PlayStation right now. See, Jade, she's on it. She's on that. She's there. I should have read the back of this, really. Oh my god, all this video, and I could have just read the back of this. Get street cred, build your rep, use deviant or positive action to become the city's biggest player, getting access to the hottest people and places. Take your Urbz to the VIP club, a penthouse party and other hot spots. Work and live 24/7. Control your Urbz at 9 different jobs, like a sushi bar or a piercing parlor. Unique subcultures in 9 districts. Where you live shapes your city life and how you earn rep. Music culture. Soundtrack includes the newest Black Eyed Peas songs, custom mixed by will.i.am. We'll get to that. We'll get there. But yeah, comics were introduced. And as far as I know, they were just online, because there is a... Well, there was, because it's no longer up now, a Urbz City Guide website. And I believe they were only on there. However, all of them, every single one of them, including the ones for the handheld, are readable on the Sims Wiki, which is also where I got all the information for every single thing. So if I forget to give credit in a video, everything I learned is off the Sims Wiki. Thank you so much for the Sims Wiki. This is what the Sims Wiki says about the comics. With 9 colourful districts to explore and 49 characters to meet, There's a lot of stuff to get used to and understand, so to help the players get a grip of it all, EA and the following illustrators, Jim Kochalka, Dave Crossland, Steve Ralston, Peter Bagg, Jay Stevens, Jim Mafood, China Clugston and R. Stevens created a crash course comic strip on each of the 9 districts you'll be visiting in the game, as well as an additional strip showcasing the version of the Urbz played handheld. Like I said, I fucking told you. The comics aren't very long, they're not massively in depth. They just showcase Jayde dealing with, you know, people in each of the districts, you know, showing you what she got up to. Fucking different things happen in each of them. In one of them, she nearly gets murdered. In the other, she's trying on dresses for a party. And all of them line up to each district. They're really cool. The illustration's obviously amazing. Go have a look at them. Go on the Sims Wiki. On to the development of the game. Now, if you're not massively interested in game development and stuff like that, like I'm not really, this may be a little bit tedious. However, I think it's quite interesting. I wouldn't be fucking talking about it. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
So, development of the Urbz was carried out by Maxis from 2002 to 2004 when it was released. It was originally supposed to be the first Sims game for console until Edge of Reality developed a remake of the original Sims for consoles first. After the release of the original Sims for consoles, the Maxis then split the Urbz team into 2. One team stayed on working the Urbz, the other team started working on Sims Busting Out, which is a different console game. I've not played that one, but when I do, I might make a video on that as well. We'll see where we go.
No!
That, of course, obviously led to production of the Urbz being quite delayed. Ways to make the Urbz playable on the PSP, the Dreamcast and the PC were in development but got cut for various reasons. The development for the Dreamcast was cancelled due to the discontinuation...
Can you eat pussy like that?
was cancelled due to the discontinuation of the Dreamcast in 2001, and the PSP version was stated to set out in 2005 but got cancelled due to poor sales of the Urbz. This wasn't from a lack of trying though. The Urbz was actually pretty major for its time for The Sims and Maxis. It was the first Sims game to have weather.
But whether you like it or not.
Which doesn't seem major, but like, due to The Sims 2 having issues with getting weather to work, due to the graphics at the time, for a game that was released only 11 days later, kind of fucking major to have weather. And also, every lot you visit, time passes equally. If you don't know, if you never played The Sims 2, in your house, time will move normally. But if you leave the house at 3 o'clock and go to a nightclub until fucking 9, when you get back, it'll still be 3 o'clock. Bit weird, but the Urbz didn't do that. Wherever you went, time followed with you. So it was pretty fucking major. At the time, at least, it doesn't sound like much because games have moved so fast, so quickly. And honestly, if you're one of them people who care about graphics in games, it's like, I won't play that, the graphics are shite. Get in the bin, you're missing out on so much fun.
Is it?
According to a former Maxis employee, there was talks of doing an Urbz 2 because they wanted the Urbz to be its own breakaway sort of spin-off moment. Which, fair, a lot of effort was put into making this game. And it is a good game. I'm sorry, it just is. Fight with your mum. Fight with your man. But because the game didn't sell very well and reviews were average to poor, it just never happened. Which is such a shame because, like, I don't know. Like, girl, it was 2004. Take what you're fucking given. This game's great. I think it's great even now. There's a lot to do. It takes your time. That doesn't mean a lot of effort wasn't put in this game to, you know, try and make it sell well. As I mentioned before, will.i.am is in this game. And not just will.i.am, the whole of the Black Eyed Peas. Will, Taboo, Fergie, and... fuck, what's his name?
Bob your head like me, Apple D.
And their manager, Polo, are all in this game as well. Now, due to it being 2004, and the Black Eyed Peas being famous as fuck, Maxis asked them if they would, you know, be a part of the game, which of course they agreed to, and they did a lot of the game soundtrack and recorded some of their songs in Simlish, including Shut Up and Let's Get It Started. There's also other Black Eyed Peas songs in the game, but like, I can't tell what songs they are. Maybe they're just Urbz originals, and they are bangers. All of the Urbz songs are on YouTube, by the way. I will leave links in the bio for those. Unfortunately, the Sims team knew that sales for the Urbz were bad. Because in the Sims 2 console, if you use a metal detector, you can come across a copy of the Urbz, of which your sim will react in disgust to, and then promptly throw it away. Which I think's fucking rude. Don't do that to Fergie. Music, just like in anything, in a TV show, a film, a game, anything, is so important. And like I said, the Black Eyed Peas worked on a lot of this. I don't know if they worked on every song, but they did work on a lot. However, each district has its own set of music. Obviously, the Goth district has goth and punk music. The Skater district has more pop punk music, and so on. However, most of them are fucking bangers, and most of them are on Spotify. They're all on YouTube. Again, I'll leave a link. On to the reason for the season, the woman of the hour, Jayde. Icon, legend, fuck-ass Bob, originator and star. Jayde, like I said, is the poster girl of the Urbz. And she's a fashion icon, and she's in all the comics, she's in all the pre-release trailers. I think I just said that. Jayde. She's canonically 21 years old and 5'6". That's all there is. Shockingly enough. You'd think there'd be a little bit more about her. She has a catchphrase, sass sells. Does it, Jayde? Does it really? Because Urbzville is a functioning city, there are some NPCs, like proper ones, like some actual non-playable characters. I hate it when someone says an NPC and you can't actually play them. That fucking gets on my taste. Naturally, because it is a city, there is a police officer called Officer Sludge. He pisses me off. He lurks everywhere. He watches my sim piss. He doesn't say anything. You can't talk to him. You can't do anything. He's just there. And he never stops. He never stops the fucking villains when they're mugging people. That gets on my nerves. Don't know why he's there.
Don't nobody want you. Don't nobody need you.
Though, the only thing he does fucking do is if you fall asleep on the floor in any district, or you piss on the floor, piss on the floor and pull out my panties down like a hoe, because I'm about to piss on the floor. Piss on the floor. Piss on the floor. He will fine you. Cheers, mate. All cops are bastard, including but not limited to Officer Sludge. We've got bad blood, mate, in him. Bad blood. He's in my shit list. There's also Captain Catastrophe, who appears via zipline from the fucking sky if there's a fire anywhere and anyone needs resuscitating. He'll clear. What's it called? Defibrillator. Use one of them on people. There's also JJ Bradley, who is every district's cleaner. He's also the binman. In level 3 of all the jobs, you will have to look after one of his needs as well. For some fucking reason, you got to make sure that he's not hungry or he's not tired or something. I don't fucking know why. It's my job. He's not helping me. He's a piece of shit. Freeloading cunt. And there's Slim Freddy, who is a take-out delivery boy, and when called, he will deliver 6 servings of food in a classic, traditional, like cartoon version of a Chinese takeaway container for 50 simoleons. I don't know what the conversion rate is, but that sounds like a lot. There are also some cut NPCs. There was a robot street performer, fucking does what he says at the title, and a guy called Tiny. He's some skinhead looking motherfucker who there's pictures of him, and he's got a dog, but I guess the dog was reworked for other things, because if you decorate your first apartment, you get the dog. Woo! The dog don't have a name. The dog's fucking ugly as well. Is he on here? Fucking Munter dog. If you're into sort of behind the scenes things like I am, there is a lot of concept art for The Sims Urbz. If you just Google Urbz concept art, you'll get the lot. You'll get the fucking lot. You'll get all the sketches done by Brian White and Bailey Brent. If there are more people who did those, because those two seem like just 2 of them, to do all the concept art seems like not very much, but that's all I could find. If there's any more, please let me know. Yeah, the concept art is great. It's interesting to me to see, like, you know, how characters were developed and their original sketches to, you know, how they appeared in game. You know what I mean? Like, some of them greatly fucking different. Greatly different. There's even, in the intro, some recognisable characters who don't, like, match what they look like in game. Like, they have a different skin tone or a different hair colour or something. I just think it's interesting.
Every kid with autism, know that my heart with them.
I've just got to do my lipstick, put my lashes on and the wig, and I'll be back with a final closing statement. I did it, didn't I? I just did it. I just put it on, I did it. I'm not being funny. I look like Gollum. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I put it on. This was a fucking drama, getting all this. Couldn't find the nails. I hate putting lashes on. I've stolen my mother's jeans. I'm not getting me leg any higher than that. They are unbelievably tight. My mother is 5'2" and I'm 5'10". Small. I'm significantly wider.
She's a mammoth, of course.
I fucking hate putting on nails and I don't like French tips, so fucking I just didn't know any other nails that would go, because she doesn't seem like a lady that would wear like fun nails, and I've only got fucking fun nails. Apart from I don't like French tips, and I've put them on so bad they're more like Bulgarian suggestions. But anyway, that's the video. I'm so passionate about this game. I really do enjoy it, despite it, like, the gameplay not being the most incredible and thrill-seeking. Like I've said, the environment and the people just make it so rich. The game's just rich with colour and flavour that, like, you almost forget that you're just train hopping from place to place and making sushi. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't think of another game where what makes it is the characters and the world. Because I love loads of games. I love everything from Saints Row to Resident Evil to Overwatch, Fortnite. Like, all those are fun because of the gameplay. Like, the characters obviously help. If you take away anything from this, if you don't go and watch the upcoming videos, I think I will be uploading these like once a week. If you don't even go and watch any of them, just please go out, go to your CEX, buy the Urbz, play it, and I think you'll understand where I'm coming from. But thank you so much for watching. Like if you liked, comment if you liked it even more, and if you liked it even more than that, chuck us a cheeky little subscribe in. Thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next parts.
Bye, pumpkin. Bye, pumpkin.